where we're all supposed to be. Juanez gets hurt. Guys just aren't as comfortable as they were last night. The better team to play against, no question about it.
Here's Kwame Brown on a back end and a fadeaway. Fourth quarter at the MCI Center. Nets trail 71-56 to the Wizards. Hayes gives it up to Peeler. First possession of the fourth quarter. Brown, ball fake. Brown to the rim. Pretty fake on the extra pass, and Hayes, a turnaround, missed it. Brown, an offensive rebound. That is a category where Washington has been terrific.
They're the best offensive rebounding team per game in the league thus far.
Peeler squeezing through two defenders. Dixon puts it on the floor. Dishing. Shot clock at 5. Kwame Brown.
39-20 Wizards now, 9:43 to go in the first half.
As a seasoned veteran, he understands that you have to put points on the board.
The backdoor cut from Kwame Brown. Jumper drive, stripped away on the baseline. Haywood, no. Kept alive by Walker, and Kwame Brown gets the loose ball to drop.
And share the basketball for this Hawks team.
That handoff to Kwame Brown, an easy basket. Knocked away and stolen. Anthony Peeler starts the second quarter for Washington. Gives it off for Kwame, who lays it in and scores.
Going back to his years with Golden State, he's had some huge games against the Wizards.
He has just lit the Wizards up. And very quickly the lead back up to 7. Kwame gets the bounce. Dixon with a great move, lays it up and tip up and in.
It's where they send that player backdoor baseline.
Kwame in the post, got hit and scores.
With a real small lineup, particularly with the 3-guard offense.
Dumping it into Kwame. In traffic, he scores. It's the long jumper. Rims it. Jeffries keeps it alive, but then has it stolen. Right to Kwame, and he scores.
Talking about 3 points for Wade, all from the stripe. We're tied at 21 with 1:08 left. First quarter here at the MCI Center in downtown Washington, D.C. Eddie Jones guarding Hayes. Doliak on Ruffin. Arenas, nice lob in for Kwame Brown. He likes that glass.
The difference between hitting Shaq high or low, or if you're going to oop to him, just depends upon Shaq's defender. If the defender is low, you go right to Shaq. If he's high, you can go to the rim or right to Shaq in his hands. Now, Shaq gives you the big eyes. That means throw it up to the rim so he can throw it down here.
Or Bullets uniforms from the 1971 season. Jermaine Jones in the game guarding Hayes. And let me tell you something. That guy is an absolute athlete. So is Kwame Brown.
Yeah, that was a very nice play. Lobbing over the top of the front by Brian Cook, and then Lamar.
Really worked out well for you.
Well, I thought you were going to talk about the Vince Carter.
I am going to do that next but what about this one, this three guy?
Well, it's worked out really well for us. We got 3 players that are playing a lot of minutes for us right now, and they're all making solid contributions. I also saw
Sure, they don't lose contact. They're tied right now. 77-all.
Atkins trying to put some pressure on Arenas. Peeler out there. Brown with it, working back to the basket. Nice up and under move, and he lays it up and in on Mim.
When you have a shot blocker that attack him, you're going to have numbers, and Lamar Odom did a great job of attacking that pressure.
Cook stays on for him. Kwame Brown, 16-footer, and he buries that one. Good answer by the Wizards.
Kwame can do that. He's a
in Washington, and Michael leaves, and it's 39% and 40% again. So
that's a good correlation there. And there may be something to that.
Yeah, I think Michael had an issue on shot selection. Kwame Brown hitting from the base. Stevie Blake trying to create there. Kwame Brown will give it a go, and it drops.
See, that's another thing we were talking about Flip Saunders' quandary about in terms of who to start and who to not. And the center position is not.
Blake, Arenas, Ruffin, Hayes, and Kwame Brown for the Wizards. Kwame, strong move.
Well, I think that's
Grizzlies third in fewest points allowed.
You know, it's going to be a great basketball game, folks, because you do have a potent offensive team as well as a pretty darn good defensive team in the Memphis Grizzlies.
Brown backing down, hooks it up, and he's...
well, in their game last night against Philadelphia, Katina Mobley got off to a horrendous start, but finished with 17 points, including a big basket in the last couple of minutes.
Well, a terrific screen set inside, freed Kwame Brown. All right to Katina Mobley, who goes to Williamson. Blocked inside and took the break. Arenas backs up and drills a three. Gilbert's fourth three-point field goal tonight. And the Wizards have their largest lead of 5. Thomas across the lane and a reach-in foul on Michael Ruffin.
I tell you, the Kings have two big, powerful forwards in Williamson and Kenny Thomas. Watch Thomas as he gets the angle, dips that right shoulder, and that knocks Ruffin back defensively, but still the foul called on Michael Ruffin.
Kenny's a 79% free throw shooter. In his 6th year from New Mexico, was actually taken by the Houston Rockets back in 1999 with the 22nd overall pick. Sixers then got him in December of 2002, and he came here to Sacramento in the trade for Chris Webber.
Boy, Kwame got pushed too far underneath the basket.
We understand that Jarvis Hayes has a touch of right knee tendonitis and will miss the rest of the game, so Wizards starting to get a little hobbled now. Kwame hits the jumper.
Hold up, it would have taken a pretty good pass to get there, and you're right, Jameson's still holding that left side underneath his armpit.
Antoine for Kwame on the baseline. Good! 10 points for Kwame.
Right, James still the only one for Houston in double figures. He has 14.
T-Mac has 9. Kwame around Jawan, and he scores.
Well, that's the low.
They are showing this is a fully lit building. Jim, there is a haze of smoke in this gym.
Well, there's also residue on all of the papers around us. This ball goes in for Kwame, playing much better, just coming off his season high 12 rebounds. Yes, there's residue.
Arenas, though, the top 5 in the league in scoring. Derek Fisher and Baron Davis have their hands full tonight.
Yes, they do. 19 times this year, over 30 a game, and he's done it 14 in the last 19.
Shot clock at 4. Kwame Brown inside and putting it up and in. And the All-Century team, Murphy voted number 3.
Austin Carr, the #1 overall pick out of Notre Dame back in 72, 73.
So
72.
Troy was voted number 3. When you think of Kelly Tripucka and Orlando Woolridge.
I was going to say, where was Kelly Tripucka? That was my next question.
Kwame Brown putting it up and in.
Austin Carr, big time scorer. But Richardson and Fisher were 11 of 18, whereas the Washington duo 10 of 24. They can take a lot of shots.
A lot of shots. Murphy jumper rimming out. Hughes with the rebound. Trying to set up Kwame Brown, instead go back to Arenas.
Fisher out beyond the three-point line. That makes it vulnerable to the drive. Good help there from Jason.
Over lost his dribble. Now Hughes flying down the lane. Foil there. And
I thought O'Donnell did a good job coming over. Murphy's got to then step in.
Role players that need to provide some sort of substance.
Well, there's 2 areas where the Washington Wizards have a glass chin. One, defensively, they score 100 points but give up 100 points. And the other thing, they don't shoot a high field goal percentage. For boxing, you're just depending on that offense. You're not slipping any jabs being defensively. That's a lot of pressure for your offense to score points. But you see those 3 20-point scores, they'll do it. That's good for the Bobcats when they can win the battle of the broken plays.
The cut, Jameson. And Kwame Brown in game. Okafor down low with the left hand, short. Wallace flies in, tap no. And here's Arenas. Bobcats all of a sudden. They're sliding, shooting just 40%. Wizards 22%. Post up move. Brown good.
That's 2 games for Keith Bogan, so he's warming up his offense.
Bobcats tonight 2-2 from downtown. Bogans has both of them. Kwame Brown.
That'll get him into the game. He's feeling his way, participating with the Bobcats.
Hughes underneath. Kwame Brown. Kwame Brown.
Kwame Brown. Tipped around. Jeffries is just in the right spot all the time, it seems.
So Larry gets blocked from behind by Butler.
So a good play by the Lakers. Keeps the Wizards from getting an easy 2. Haywood for Kwame inside, and he flushes it down. And he's fouled. And just his 3rd field goal. 9 points for Atkins, 15 for Bryant. Odom has 11, but playing with 4 personals. And Butler 13 for LA. Kwame will take the jumper and knock it down.
Coming on strong at the end. Josh averaging 13.5 points a game since the All-Star game. 4-2 Wizards. Arenas and Hughes. They will dominate the basketball. Gilbert on the baseline. Double, gets it in. Haywood shovels to Kwame Brown for the jam.
What a great pass. Great.
Kwame.
That's a nice move by Kwame Brown. One dribble gets
Quickly out of it. Akizi saves it, but into the hands of Hughes. Up top to Kwame for the jam. Oh, he was calling that running down the floor.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. That was one of that infraction there.
Louis Grillo did. 91-78. Steve Blake. Here's Kwame. Spins in, shoots over Gugliotta and hits. This is Kwame Brown's best.
Steve Blake coming off the bench. He's in the ball game now. He's also played a vital part in their success.
A 3-guard look for the Wizards at the start of the period. Steve Blake in the ball game with Kwame Brown and Etan Thomas. Kwame nails it. Good looking stroke from the baseline.
I thought there was a dress code for coaches.
Sorry, Phil, somebody was talking to me. I didn't hear what you said.
Why you left your hand like that?
Sorry, buddy. Thomas inside. He misses the short shot. Kwame's there. He slams it in. Boy, points.
And they continue to impress me with their ability to pass the ball, whether it's from a guard or from one of their big men. Nice, even if he had been able to control that ball. Kwame with a nice steal.
So Kwame,
Larry going all the way, draws contact, no call. Kwame comes down. Kwame left-handed shot. Score the field goal. He'll go to the line with a long jumper. Missed it. Rebound Kwame Brown with another one, his 7th of the night. Spin move inside, goes up and hits.
Boy, good move from Kwame. That's at least his.
Pretty impressive. What happened was Brendan Haywood got smacked in the face. He couldn't see the ball. So Livingston had it bounce right in front of Haywood, picked it up. Beautiful find. Clippers like the zone thing. Ross finds Maggette in the corner for 2. Thought he made it. He had time to grab it and grab a seam. He really thought he made it. Profit going to work. Down the lane to Kwame Brown.
In. Jerome James with a terrific little hook.
I'm glad he didn't goof around. He's been going to the baseline for some reason. He just needs to turn and throw that hook like he just did.
Arenas, nice penetration. Leaves it to Kwame Brown. Gets for it.
That's awesome because that look right there, he had nowhere to go, and then the slow motion actually took him and powered that ball up to the basket.
Wizards set up behind the right. Arenas with 14 to shoot, a minute 17 to go in the first quarter. 27-22 count. Here's a lob down low. Kwame Brown on the post. That's what he can do. They throw it over. We'll jump it up with Rashard Lewis. And the tip deflected by Kwame Brown to Etan Thomas. He'll immediately turn. Nice pass to Brown.
Player back, or excuse me, Gilbert Arenas, the only player back.
Jeffries now picked up by Prisbilla. There it goes baseline all the way underneath. The open Kwame jumper. Beautiful play. For the first time in 22 straight seasons, the longest stretch of 22 consecutive, making the playoffs since the Syracuse-Philadelphia franchise. There's Kwame Brown inside. Nice move, goes up and scores. Was that left-handed?
It was left.
Selling to the basket for Outlaw. Kwame from 15. Nicely done.
First quarter, all of Gilbert Arenas' 7 points came in the last 2 minutes of the period. And Washington leads by 7 after 1. Steve Buckhantz with Phil Chenier. Wizards look for their 3rd straight win. Their 40th on the season. Here's Hughes. Nice move. Underneath, great pass. Boy, that was beautiful. Points. You saw Larry Drew sitting next to Mike Woodson, former Wizards assistant coach. Kwame looking for a Ton. Long jumper. Out.
Kwame Brown feeding Jeffries. Brown with the foul.
The 19-year-old rookie with 2 personal fouls. He's got to really play it much more cautiously during that time period with 2 fouls. On the other hand, a very late call and a ticky-tack one at that.
Wow. So Howard now on the bench for 3 fouls with 5:20 to go in the first period. Tony Battia's checked in. Hughes bounces it to Brown. Kwame Brown got the tee off his feet and makes the jumper to tie the game. Did not get his arms up, and the ball goes out of bounds. So that is just the 2nd magic turnover. Washington just won. Washington will force a lot of turnovers if you're not careful. Brown again with the.
Just kind of uncharacteristic, really. Now, Kelvin hit a couple of jumpers the other night against Atlanta, but in a totally different setting. Actually started out with his back to the basket in the low post when he took those jumpers.
Kwame Brown hits a.
Brown. Good feed from Hughes.
That's above his average.
10 points and 6 rebounds. He averages 9.3 points a game and 12 rebounds, which is second only to Kevin Garnett. Ben has the last 6 Detroit points.
Another strong
status. Here's the steal by Kwame Brown, and he's gone.
Well, I tell you, for a guy that size, clean. And then Davis tried to go back and get it and then knocked it out of bounds.
Well, consider for somebody to out-strong-arm Dale Davis. Kwame Brown, nothing but net. So save, but to the wrong man. Jackson, the no-look. Davis, from behind. Thomas, and the call goes against Indiana.
Yeah, well, he made a good block. Thomas made a good block on Dale Davis, and Davis tried to recover. I told you that would be a good battle. Watch, he gets it clean. And then Davis tried to go back and get it and then knocked it out of bounds.
Well, consider for somebody to out-strong-arm Dale Davis. Kwame Brown, nothing but net. So the Washington Wizards have come all the way back. The Pacers have scored 1 point in the first 4 minutes of this second quarter. Jackson gets into position. Working Prophet. No contest. 13 for Jackson, who poured in 11 in the first quarter. He's averaging 19 a game. And this is just his 44th game of the season. Of course, sitting out the 30-game suspension after November 19th. Quick release by Prophet. And the Pacers with the ball, having retaken the lead. Reggie Miller getting ready to re-enter the game for Indiana. Jackson now tries this side. Steve Blake looking to help out. Jackson twists, turns, no. And Thomas upstairs for the rebound. Thomas, one of the Wizards, who've dealt with injuries this year, missed the first 33 games because of an abdominal strain. Kwame Brown, again, Pacers.
To become as consistent as he knows he can be. I asked him how then he planned to find that consistency, and he said simply, I'm just going to keep shooting the ball when I see open opportunities. Al?
Well, not bad, Freddie, this year for a guy who played 19 games as a rookie, and then last year in his second season averaged 5 points a game. Kwame Brown gets good positions, gets a break. Inside a minute. Remember, Pacers led by 11. Don't want to squander much of that heading into the fourth quarter. Wizards this season, one of the successful teams coming from way back. 12 times they've won after trailing by double figures. Now I'm still looking for the foul there on Eddie Gill. Didn't find it. Brown puts it behind the back for a beauty.
I'm telling you, the kid he can light it up. I mean, he just has that kind of scoring ability, as does you.
Kwame Brown beats Pollard to the basketball. 16 offensive rebounds for the Wizards, make it 17, and that results in a hoop.
For Michael Ruffin, who's forced to guard Eric Strickland, who plays actually as a guard backcourt player.
Wizards run Jordan's offense. 1:42 to play. Kwame inside, slams it in. Good look. Our Comcast Sportsnet crew. Juan Dixon takes the jumper and misses as Michael Ruffin gets the offensive rebound. Just can't say enough about the way that guy has played. For Kwame's short jumper, good. Pretty play. That game in Orlando. Kwame inside, lays it in.
Another assist.
Here's 36-year-old Tony Kukoc, who misses, and Larry Hughes with a rebound. Alley-oop for Kwame! Dixon, right baseline, a little bit short. Ruffin the rebound for Kwame underneath. Strong move, left hand. Washington by 11. They led by 16 a moment ago. Kwame, beautiful shot.
They got that shot before.
Milwaukee will shoot the penalty the last 7.5 minutes of regulation. And again, they cut the Washington lead to 5. Arenas for Kwame underneath. Gilbert matches his season high. Now he... If the Wizards can take advantage of this turnover, Milwaukee's 10th turnover of the game. Double team on Arenas. Nice pass for Kwame.
Wow. Reminder of those who've doubted his past and have to be impressed by his present. James in the midst. Brown keeps it alive. Shot clock off. Kwame will go right to work.
Beautiful finish by Kwame Brown.
Slips right down the middle. Vince Carter gives up the pass, and that's another area of Vince's game that his numbers have gone up since coming here to New Jersey. His assists as well as his rebounds, just every part of his game has vastly improved.
Nets by 20, and they've completely taken the Wizards out of this game. Kwame, nice strong move in the lane. Bulls at 5:30. It'll either begin at the MCI Center or at the United Center in Chicago, depending on which team has the home court advantage. That's still to be determined. Kwame with a nice move inside.
So some
62 three-pointers on the season. He's made 20 of them in his 4th year from USC.
He had plenty of time to take a look at that three-point attempt.
Kwame, that's a good strong move and very difficult to defend. Planinic for the open jumper, no good. Thomas with inside position. Profit the other way. They had Thomas, but they didn't get it to him. Now they go to Kwame down low. Kicks it out to Blake. Stevie for Kwame on the baseline, good. Thomas, nice move, but he couldn't finish. Tipped out to Peeler with a new 24. 7.5 to play. Kwame spins for the short jumper. Good.
Shoot over his hand.
24 points for Carter, 33 for Kidd. Dixon also in the game. 3 former Maryland standouts in the contest. With Kwame on a fadeaway. Nice job.
Good entry pass.
People talking about the disharmony between Marbury and Kurt Thomas, but I haven't seen that on the court. So that time you saw Stephon not hesitating to get the ball to Kurt.
Well, they both have said that once they get out on the floor, it's not a problem. They've played well together. They've used the pick and roll. There's Kwame Brown who's into the game. Brown turning and able to put it in. Kwame Brown, we'll get back to the Thomas Marbury thing in a moment. That's one of the plays. Tim Thomas was a big part of that. Thomas's knees been bothering him. Hasn't played much the last couple of games. Mo Taylor's in there as well. That's an area that Isaiah Thomas certainly wants to help him get a low post presence for next year. As Kwame Brown has an easy time dumping it in.
So Thomas 6'9", no match.
Short. They've been close a few times.
Most recently by 3.
By 1, actually, just prior to Thomas's dunk. There's Kwame Brown. Nice shot from Brown. So Williams picks up his third.
Back door to Brown.
Oh, nice recovery and then the foul.
You see the athleticism, folks.
But he missed a three-pointer in the final 30 seconds, then missed those 2 critical free throws with 12 seconds to go when the Knicks up 1, and then missed the jumper at the buzzer against his former team. He was down. Well, it's come back nicely with a good offensive performance. Back in the year 2000. This is the second best they've ever done. Now 21 for 21. Knicks down 3 with 5.5 to play.
I think we're going to have a dramatic ending to this one as well.
Kwame Brown, count it, and a foul. And Sweetney picks up his 5th.
Brown realized that Hughes that time. Hughes had to respect his quickness. He gave him too much room from the perimeter. Whoa. Also an errant pass.
You're into the game too, Clyde.
Yeah, I like the guard action in the backcourt.
Kwame Brown puts it down. You know, we've talked about defense a lot.